Good morning and welcome in. Before we get into this morning's update, let's go over a quick overview of what is transpiring so far across the crypto markets, what's happening with XRP, and what's just happening across the markets as we're in pre-market right now in the stock market, commodities markets, and things like that. But the crypto market is going strong this morning. We're on the typical start to a new day here. We've got the US waking up on the Eastern Standard Time Zone. We've got it at 8:31 a.m. on the Pacific Standard Time over in California and that side of the US. We're at about 5:31 a.m. right now. So we have had a nice little push up here, up 1.57% for XRP. And our main objective here right now, we wanted to use that 57.3 as support, which we've absolutely done. We actually used it beautifully as support right here. We came down overnight to about, so let's catch up here. Last night when we did the live, I thought it was very important because we talked about the fact that it is a possibility that we could have a gigantic W reversal here. And if it does swing out properly, we could see a big W. Last night we were talking about the fact that we did come down, we created this little W, and now it's held it true so far. And if it pulls up, you could certainly see a bigger W in the making if it can pull out. It's just, if we were to get a rejection at 57.3, that's a bearish sentiment. But right now we're bouncing off the 57.3 cents. That is the 2018 resistance. And before I go into the intro, let's just catch everybody up to date this morning in case you're new, in case you might have forgotten, or in case you want to be privy to what's going on with this pattern. So if we go all the way back, that $3.31, depending on exchange, is that resistance. $3.50 on some. $3.31, January of 2018, resistance 1. 27 months later, we come to the swing low. Remember that $3.31 is the swing high currently to today still. As is the 10.8 cents, the swing low today still. As this pattern's been going on over 6.5 years. So support 1, 27 months later at 10.8 cents. That's March of 2020. Support 2, January of 21 at 18.2 cents. Resistance 2 at $1.98, which was April of 2021. Support 3 at 30.3 cents, which was January of 23. And then we have resistance 3 all the way up here in March of 24. Support 4 at 40.2 cents in that was July of 2024. And then August of 24, we had resistance 4. And if you want to put it that way, resistance 4. Resistance 5 at 58.7. But I still don't want to say that that's a resistance 5. Well, I guess you have to. And now for the first time, we could use this as a support at 57.3. We have a reversal candle in the daily. That's a long leg doji. That's signifying a reversal. The fact we're putting that reversal on 57.3 cents is something that certainly cannot go unnoticed. So if we are breaking up, this is going to turn up in a big way. And that is going to end up being a big W reversal on what has the appearance of a bull flag. And that would bring us up to 68.2. But ultimately, if we broke that, we very well could start pushing our way up towards that 72. And if we break that, then we're talking about 84 cents. So this could be something massive in the making right now. So the question is this a big W reversal? Or are they tricking us and faking us out this morning? Right now it looks good. Looks good this morning. The daily time frame is very important, as that's showing in a very, very beautiful long leg doji, which this is a reversal candle. So if we can come up here today and break 57.9, and we create a new swing high, or a new candle high here from last candle. In the daily, we did not create a new swing low, not even close. But we're on the verge on this swing high right now. We came up to 57.9. We need to get above 57.93. Right now, we're at 57.40. And our objective right now is to hold the 57.3 cents. So we'll get through a little more of the technicals with XRP. And then we have a nice, long reading that catches you up on everything with XRP. And I want to read this as XRP news today. Market sentiment turns bullish as Ripple fends off Securities and Exchange Commission setbacks. So we're definitely going to read through that. And then we'll take a look at the crypto fear index. in just a second. So please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube does recommend this update. Simply by you hitting that like button, YouTube will recommend my updates and lives. That means my content will pop up in the YouTube news feed, and whether you've seen my content or not, you'll be able to take an educated and informed approach whether or not you want to see this morning's update. You might see the title and say, hey, this is relevant to what I need to do, and yada, yada, yada. So please make sure to hit that like button. I'll catch you on the other side of the intro. Good morning, 8:36 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Tuesday, August 13th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So as we can see, XRP, we went through the first chart that I felt appropriate. Now let's go through the other chart since we're all together right now. This is very important. Assuming we hold the 57.3, and this is a V-shaped recovery, and it's going to start playing off as a bull flag, and it's a much wider W reversal as we've been talking about. If this plays out properly, right now here, this is a long leg doji in the daily. This is a bullish continuation candle. So we came down and consolidated for a couple days, but now all of a sudden we put in a bullish continuation candle. What that means, if we stay like this all day, which we could have a squeeze day between 57.9 and 56.4 roughly. If this ends like this today, and let's just say we end somewhere near 57.7, 58 cent area, don't push up much higher, but that's where we end. This would be a very effective long leg doji, and it would send us into a pretty volatile upward swing tomorrow. And I know it's still another 11 hours and 22 minutes until the daily time frame closes, this candle, but that is every bit of the way a long leg doji. We can see as the volume was correcting, the volume crashed. Today on the reversal candle, not much, 8.1 million in the first 12 hours. Yesterday's downward candle had 20.9 million. And the day before, we had downward pressure 20.3. On the push up, we had 163, 76 on the consolidation. And when it started coming down, 37 million. So volume has started to come down like you want when it's consolidating down. Now we're looking for a candle spike of green volume. So the bulls, we're looking for the bulls to spike this up here and send us back towards 61.4 cents. That is the rising channel resistance. Once you get on top of that, you're gonna have to break over the cup and handle resistance around 63.6. And if you're looking for a fuller interpretation of this chart, we are within a cup and handle, which I'll use the arrow to show you. So we have the cup, the handle resistance, which is also the falling channel resistance, falling channel support down at 34, handle support down at 42.20. We've got the rising channel resistance at the cup and handle resistance at 63.67, and we have the rising channel resistance at 61.1. If we can get over 63.67 and we're up clearly in the rising channel resistance and we use that as support, and we're over the cup and handle at 63.67, our technical target up is to the top of the rising channel at 85.89, even if bearish. Now we do have stopgap measures. That's how we know our technical move up initially. We have about 70 cents. And then if you could break up higher, it would be absolutely fantastic. But we do have shorter targets here. If we break out, and that ends up being the consolidation of this pattern. So let me show you what I mean by that. So we do know those other targets, 72 area or 70, and then we've got 84 cents at the top of the rising channel, but we also have a nice technical target out of this if we break out. It's the measure of this consolidation, the width. Whoops. What is going on here? And then, let's just say we get on top of this. That's how you can draw some conclusions here. Let's say we get on top of this consolidation and we're up at 64 cents. If you hold this bullishly, I mean, there are targets here within other formations where it can get you up near that dollar mark. And a breach of this absolutely could get you up there. That's what I'm saying. We have higher targets as well. It's not just 63 cents. If we break 84 cents, then you open up to 94. If you get above that and you break that swing high of 23 in July, because that's where that's targeting right now. That technical breakup technically is that swing high area of 2021. So if we could get on top of that, it would be huge. Now, if you get on top of that, we know we've got some major appreciation coming. As we know from the charts, just over the top, we have this long-standing formation that the technical target's $2.40 on a 6.5 year so far consolidation. That could be at 7 by the time it's over. But even shorter than that, if we break the cup and handle, we've got $1.18 as the target. And then if we break the from the base, and let's just say we get back on top, and in order for this to be valid, we would have to get on top of 91 cents, 92 or 93, wherever that swing high was. You get on top of that swing high, then you can measure the depth of the cup. But you have to get on top of the cup first at the swing high. And then you have a technical breakup of $1.37. Just from the cup, the handle suggests $1.18. The overall pattern formation from 2018, that suggests just over $2.40. But that's if you play true. And we will eventually. It's just a matter of when. Do we have a lot of downward correction to come before we do reach some of those higher targets? Or are we on a nice, consistent, and persistent motion here to where XRP is actually looking for something greater? Only time will tell. We've got Bitcoin down 304 points at 59,000 or 0.5%. Bitcoin still seems in an opportunistic spot. I know there's a lot of stuff here. Let me get rid of. I'll move this over here just so everybody can see this because it's a stationary support. We need to hold 58,100. Above we have 61,918. And then we've got 65,556 and 69,182. The top of this formation is there. We've got the mini pivot levels, which I will delete right now just so everybody can see. Whoops. That was not the one I wanted to delete, but we can fix that very quickly. Very quick fix. There we go. Just want to make sure I fix that before we move on. Doesn't do us any good not to have our technical set up. So let's get rid of this too, actually. Let's get rid of this. In a good mood, let's get rid of that. Got a fire sale, let's get rid of this one too. This will make it a little bit easier. Over the top on this resistance is 67,745. We've got a pivot point at around that, what is that, 58,100. And right now Bitcoin's at 58,800. Very volatile this morning, so it's going to be anybody's guess which way we go. If you do see Bitcoin, and it's a very key pivot point, if you see it lose 58,100, there's a very real chance that we could start searching and come back to that support of 53,539. So don't get caught up in that if it starts having a downward projectile. And for XRP, if we don't hold, and remember this, 57.3 cents, if you break that, we could come back down. Let me get out of the weekly. You could come back down and retest 54.2, but we've already come down into that area. We really want to see this play out in a W reversal, bounce off of 57.3, and in time come up to that 68.2 cents. We would have to get above the rising channel resistance at 61.1 to confirm this, and also the cup and handle resistance near 64.4 cents. If you're looking to trade XRP, look in the video description below and our pinned comments. You've got BITUNIX. They have the lowest spot leverage trading fees in the world, for USA users, I should say. You don't need to use a VPN or KYC. Only KYC if you send or receive from a bank account. So I encourage you to do that now. Get it all set up. Sign up to the exchange and get it right. And then another great option in the video description below and our pinned comments. You can copy trade me on HOTCOIN. You go into the copy trade feature, type in XRP, and then it's XRP Future Millionaire. I'm XRP Future MIL. And we're up 136% right now on our $100 challenge. $100 is worth $236 if you follow trade 1 to the last trade. Our last trade was a day and a half ago where we hit about 5% on Ethereum, but I'm very conservative, so I'm waiting for that next trade. You can also trade the XRP Bitcoin pairing on HOTCOIN and many, many other things like IOTA, IOTAX, and Casper, and things like that. So consider that. And if you appreciate my work, consider joining Tom's Army. I'd love to see new members in the chat. You get that emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens in month 1, and in year 3, you get the XRP Diamond Hands badge. Or consider sending a YouTube super chat as a way to pay it forward. So XRP news today: market sentiment turns bullish as Ripple fends off SEC setbacks. So XRP avoids sub 55 cents amid market recovery. On Monday, August 12th, XRP advanced by 2.91%, closing at 56.89. After a 5.34% slide on Sunday, the broader crypto market gained 2.37%, taking the total crypto market cap to $2.062 trillion. On Friday, August 9th, Ripple announced the start of testing its Ripple USD RLUSD stablecoin. The timing was significant, coming just 2 days after the final judgment in the SEC versus Ripple case. The Ripple and the SEC could cross paths again, with Ripple seeking regulatory approval for its RLUSD stablecoin, despite other stablecoins existing without SEC approval. To avoid confusion, Ripple stated RLUSD has not yet received regulatory approval and therefore is not available for purchase or trading. In the final judgment, Judge Annalisa Therese prohibited Ripple from further U.S. securities law violations. However, Judge Therese rejected the SEC's request to prohibit XRP sales to institutional investors outright. Pro-crypto lawyer Fred Rispoli shared his views on the injunction order, stating, "This is probably the most important thing, is that the order the SEC had wanted the judge to sign, the one they drafted and gave the judge, was rejected by the court, and the court went with a very generic order that essentially says you are enjoined from violating Section 5 of the securities laws going forward," Rispoli added. It doesn't explicitly destroy their business model, which is what the SEC was going for in this. Ripple's decision to obtain regulatory approval for RLUSD likely stems from the final judgment, which orders it to remain within legal boundaries or face further lawsuits. The SEC could challenge RLUSD, forcing Ripple into the courts again. However, the SEC must prove how RLUSD holders could expect profits, the third prong of the Howey test. When RLUSD is a US dollar pegged stablecoin, in April 2024, the SEC filed its remedies-related reply brief targeting Ripple stablecoin plans, labeling it as an issuance of a new unregistered crypto asset. A Ripple win against the SEC could open the door to XRP spot ETF market. Conversely, the SEC may appeal against the programmatic sales of XRP ruling. In August 2023, the SEC filed a motion for interlocutory appeal, asking the court's permission to appeal the programmatic sales ruling. However, Judge Therese rejected the motion, requiring the SEC to wait until the final judgment to file appeals. Pro-crypto lawyer Rispoli shared his views on the chances of an SEC appeal, saying it is as close to 50-50 as you can get. The SEC would want to appeal the secondary market issues. That's the one thing that is driving whether they should appeal or not, is we got to get that off the books for the secondary market, because that's critical to how we do this, how we run our enforcement actions. Despite the programmatic sales of XRP ruling in the final judgment, Ripple faces more uncertainty in the U.S. as it pursues approval for RLUSD. Pro-crypto lawyer Bill Morgan shared an article and an uncertainty about the SEC approving RLUSD, saying the article is a reminder of what the SEC has already said about the issuance of RLUSD. The regulatory uncertainty is, of course, a problem in guess which country. Ripple and the SEC must file appeals within 30 days or 60 days of the final judgment. Uncertainty about SEC plans to appeal could impact XRP demand and support a drop toward this July 5th, 2024 lows at 38 cents. Conversely, if the SEC decides against an appeal and approves RLUSD, XRP could rally to the July 13th high of 93 cents. Investors should remain alert, as appeals adversely could impact XRP price trends. Stay updated with our latest news and analysis to manage your exposure to XRP in the broader crypto market. On the daily chart, XRP remained above the 50-day and 200-day exponential moving average, affirming the bullish price signals. A break above 57.39 cent resistance level could give the bulls a run at 60 cents. A breakout from 60 cents could bring the August 7th high of 64.37 into play. SEC versus crypto case-related news and SEC activity require consideration. Conversely, a drop below the 50-day and 200-day exponential moving averages could give the bears a run at 50 cents. With a 14-day RSI reading of 51.1, XRP could fall to the 50-cent handle before entering oversold territory. So we absolutely have a case of the bears versus the bulls versus the bears. And right now, at least XRP is over that 57.3 2018 resistance. That is the key to all of this. Can XRP finally flip that 2018 resistance to support and start putting on nominal gains? But that remains to be seen, and I will be with you every step of the way as we go through the day. Have a blessed day, everybody, and if you made it till the end, hashtag be better, do better in the comments. Time for me to go to the gym.